Hello, Chicago. Network is on the air. Hello, everybody. I'm Ryan Yanishalis. It is time to focus, and today we are focusing on the NFL playoffs. Of course, the playoffs division weekend is now in the rear-view mirror. We're getting ready for championship weekend, but let's jump right into it and talk about exactly how we got this far. Let's talk about, of course, Saturday. First game, it's Chiefs and Texans. Texans defense looked very good in this game. They played strong offensively. They were there, but once again, a couple of bad calls. And I'm not one of these guys that always says, "Oh, the officials are going to win this game." For usually, it's the team. I honestly think if like one of the roughing the passer calls, it was two defenders that hit each other. They barely even touched Patrick Mahomes. Even Troy Aikman was upset over the call when he did it on the ESPN. By the way, the most watched NFL game in ESPN or on ESPN history was this game. But they get the couple calls, and the Kansas City Chiefs hold on. They advance to their, I believe they said their seventh straight AFC championship game. They win 23-14. Then the second game, I was at the Cub convention over the weekend watching this one. In complete shock that the Detroit Lions kept having opportunities to, it just seems like every time Jared Goff had a chance to shine and prove he was the guy, no, he ends up throwing an interception. There was a trickery, too many turnovers. Commanders seemed good. Ever since the Hail Mary game, I haven't been a fan of I've really been a fan of the Commanders because I'm just sick of hearing about that. And every time I see them, I'm just like, ugh, it just reminds me of bad days for the Chicago Bears. But the Commanders went into Detroit, the number one seed in the NFC, and they beat them 45-31. Great win there by the Washington Commanders. They played great football. They deserved that game, and that's what they got. Then let's go to Sunday. The weather was a little iffy there in Philadelphia, but the Eagles able to hold on. They go in there. Saquon Barkley had a nice run. You kind of figured this might happen. The Rams playing in Los Angeles, the warm weather, didn't have the warm weather. It was snowy, just ugly. So therefore, Eagles advance, and they now go to the NFC Championship game. And then, so you got Eagles hosting the Commanders, and then we'll get to that in a second. Then the game of the weekend, which it seems like, personally to me, whoever won this game, I think, is winning the Super Bowl. And it was back and forth. Mark Andrews, a lot of people might, Dan Orlovsky said you're an idiot or you're stupid if you're going to blame Lamar Jackson or Mark Andrews who fumbled the ball after a catch, then dropped the 2-point conversion that would have tied the game. So who do you blame here? You got to blame someone. I feel for him when I was watching the game, but I did want Buffalo to win this game. Buffalo comes out, they win. We get the matchup. Prime time next Sunday. It'll be Bills versus Chiefs. Is this the time? Bills look motivated. Bills have can someone knock down the brick wall of the Kansas City Chiefs? We'll see if they'll be able to do it in Kansas City. I believe it's a 5:30 start, and that'll be on CBS, and we'll get that matchup. The matchup it seems like we've known we were going to get. We're finally getting it again. But what happens now with the Baltimore Ravens? That's a question that needs to be answered as well. Like, they always get so close and yet so far. Then you got in the NFC, Commanders-Eagles division rivalry. That'll be the 2 o'clock game on Fox. Commanders, are they too young to know that they're supposed to be here? Jaden Daniels, or is it going to be the Eagles? Third time these two teams have met up. Can Jaden Daniels do it again, or will Saquon Barkley show it up? I said, I believe at the start of this, Chiefs, Lions, a lot of people wanted, but I said Eagles, Bills, and I'll stick with that as those two teams are still in it. So I'm going to say Bills and the Eagles will win, and we'll see. It should be some fun football coming up on Sunday. But what was fun on Monday is that the Bears have officially announced who their head coach is, and it is Ben Johnson. A lot of people said, oh, he was going to Vegas. He was doing this. He was doing that. But guess what? The Bears get him. Bears don't get Mike McCarthy. So, right now, I continue to say, okay, you get the guy. Now he's got to be able to show what he can do. Because, again, you've seen a lot of coordinators come and go. And unfortunately, it doesn't always work out. So let's see what this guy can do. Apparently, he's already looking at the defensive coordinator from the New Orleans Saints. He's going to be great with Caleb Williams. So let's see if this is the sign. This is the guy everyone wanted. Let's see if they can get it right, and let's see if we can see the Bears really start to make an impact, especially with the 10th pick in the draft. But Ben Johnson, your new head coach of your Chicago Bears, I don't think it's been formally announced. It may have by this time this airs, but as of Monday, it was still just rumored, but that's awesome. And the Bears now can continue. That's the first step. Just keep on rolling. Now you get that offensive line. Should be exciting. So the Bears get Ben Johnson as their head coach. Now, hopefully, all things point to positive from here on forward. But again, it is championship weekend coming up on Sunday, 2 p.m., the NFC Championship, 5:30 is going to be the AFC Championship, and we will have a full focus recap of that coming up on Monday's show. We're going to tomorrow. We're going to be back at it. We're going to have the MLB free agent pool, so that'll be coming up on a Thursday. Of course, we had to recap the college football championship last night as well. Monday was CubsCon, still recovering from that as well. What an amazing weekend! So hope everyone had a great have a great Wednesday. Hope you guys are staying warm, as it is definitely one of the colder weeks. But brace, it's going to get warmer. 20 and 30 going to feel like 40, 50 after the first couple days there. So everyone have a great rest of your Wednesday. We're back tomorrow with the MLB free agent pool and everyone choosing to not play for the Cubs. I'm Ryan Yanishadis from the Hello Chicago Network. But don't forget to comment below. Are you happy with what the Bears did? Are you happy with your championship games? Don't forget to subscribe to the Hello Chicago Network YouTube channel. As, of course, every Monday through Friday, 3:12 Central, we are always focusing on something. And we'd love to hear you to comment as well and let us know your thoughts. I'm Ryan Yanishadis once again from the Hello Chicago Network, and we're the focus of Chicago sports.